As promised during his campaign, in the beginning of his term, President Trump issued his travel ban. Now the ban went through several changes and now proposes that the travel from anyone entering the United States from these six majority Muslim countries would be banned for a duration of 90 days so that the vetting procedures would be better. These countries include Syria, Iran, Libya, Sudan, Yemen, and Somalia, as well as a 120-day ban on any refugees who have no bona fide relationship with an entity or person in the United States. So now the 90-day hold when this ban was originally implemented is now due, and we should be expecting a plan any time now. But the intent of Trump's travel ban was to really focus on preventing the importation of refugees coming in from Syria. Obviously, Syria is not in a real good particular situation right now. They're in a civil war primarily between the awful government run by al-Assad and the people of Syria who want to dethrone him, basically. And of course, ISIS has such a great presence in Syria and have pledged many times to come onto U.S. soil, commit terror attacks. We've seen it many times in many European countries where this happens time after time, and because of this, many European countries want to obviously change the situation but don't actually want to implement a change. So lower courts had declared that this was unconstitutional of Trump, that Trump was basically discriminating based on religion, which I find very idiotic of these lower courts by doing so, because you do not have constitutional rights if you live outside the United States, and of course if you're not a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, it's completely constitutional and does not violate anyone's rights. So all of this now finds its way back to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court have decided that a full hearing of the travel ban will take place in October, and the court amalgamate the several cases of the ban for hearing in October. Following that, the court also issued injunctions temporarily by the lower courts regarding people trying to enter the country with a credible claim of a bona fide relationship. So really what this means is a close relationship. So this is where it gets a bit tangled up. Because of this, the media now decides to display many cases where family members are not being allowed to enter the United States because they do not fit the criteria. I don't personally blame the media for doing this, as it's completely a political decision and actually quite a smart one from them. It's supposed to somehow show how demeaning this ban is. So now we get into the idea of who's considered close family and who's not. So, claimed by the Supreme Court, close family includes parents, parents-in-law, child, spouse, adult son or daughter, son and daughter-in-law, and any types of siblings. However, though, this does exclude grandparents, grandchildren, aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews, cousins, brothers and sisters-in-laws, fiancés, and any other extended family members. But recently, fiancés were just included simply because the lower courts in Hawaii were basically wanting most of these close family exclusions to be included, but really what happened was they only included fiancés after that. So fiancés are now claimed to be close family. So, and also green card holders, dual nationals, and diplomats are allowed. So pretty much surprisingly, Trump did sort of achieve his goal with the fact that all the lower courts have been using this to sort of go against Trump and to basically go against all that he stands for. At this point, the media is so pissed off because Trump has surpassed basically everyone on the left, and it's honestly hurting past president, and not so great past President Obama. So basically all the Democrats were focused on the situation that was occurring beforehand with the ties between Trump and Russia. Of course, the allegation that Putin ordered operatives to influence the election and sought to elect Trump over the complete and indecisive Hillary, and that the members of Trump's inner circle were in contact with Russian intelligence officials all throughout the campaign. But as of now, we know by Obama himself that he was given information in August of last year that Putin was delivering these specific instructions to his operatives to undermine Clinton's campaign in favor of Trump's. But it wasn't until October that Obama decided to address the public about the suspected Russian hacking. Then, of course, Obama put sanctions on Russia in December and authorized cyber weapons projects targeting Russia's infrastructure. So Obama also instructed his administration to get high confidence assessment from the intelligence community on Russia's efforts. and to ensure that state-run election systems were secure and garner bipartisan support from Congress to condemn Russia and encourage states to accept help from the federal government. So, two major concerns here that really prevented the Obama administration from taking more aggressive steps, I guess. So the first one was that it was worried, responding before the election, that this could lead to an escalation from Moscow that could have included a cyber assault on the voting systems that led up to and on election day. Secondly, the administration was worried that its actions would be perceived as political. Obama officials feared providing fuels to these claims would play into the efforts by Russia to discredit the outcome and potentially hurting Hillary's campaign. So at the end of the day, Trump has, I wouldn't necessarily say it for the people because Trump is all about winning for himself. So Trump has won mainly for himself. The left has lost, and the media cries out because of Trump winning this battle and making Obama's actions apologetic.